Hey, welcome back to the Solution Center. I'm Aaron TV Ball. Today we have a special guest we're talking to. It's Jennifer, the director of Paws for Miles, and her team. So we're going to talk to them, and she's going to fill us in on all the happenings and the updates that they've been going through lately since they've taken on 60 plus dogs from a puppy mill and brought them into the rescue. So see what she has to say. Don't forget, we need all of your help. We're donations, volunteers, anything you can bring. So check out our conversation. Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the Solution Center. We've got some special guests in here today, as you can see. This has been our ongoing effort to assist the Paws for Miles organization in Loveland, Ohio. And so today we have Jennifer Soliton. She's the director, and a couple individuals who have been helping her out as well. Tanya, welcome. Aaron, welcome. So we're going to talk a little bit about what happened here to get in this situation, the work that the organization does over time, the current needs, and then those sustainable needs moving forward. Now, we're really excited because next Tuesday, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, we're going to be on scene out there. So we're going to go take a visit and really look at what's going on and really how we can help moving forward and really encourage folks to help. And so between now and Giving Tuesday, our wish is that we can get as much participation for these folks as needed. So if you've been following their social media, you've seen there's been a ton of work, a ton of volunteers stopping by, not only bringing donations, but donating their time. They've had groomers, they've had vets, and everyone helping them, trying to get all of these animals into shape where they can be fostered and then adopted. And so currently, they're setting, just from this one puppy mill situation, 68 animals and growing. So all dogs. They've got a lot of mother dogs on there who are pregnant. They're going to be giving birth soon. So guys, welcome to the Solution Center. We're really excited to be a part of this project. Jennifer, can you kind of tell me really how this whole thing came about for everyone?
Well, we got a call from a breeder that he was going to be inspected. So he was not going to pass code. So he reached out, asked if we would take all of the dogs. We didn't hesitate. We said, yes, we'll take them all. He originally told us it was over 50. We knew if we didn't take them, that he would take them behind the barn. And to be honest and bluntly, he was going to shoot them. So we felt like
Did he tell you that, or was that just kind of common practice you guys know about?
it's just sort of common practice.
Yeah.
So we felt like we had no other choice, and we're just like we didn't hesitate. We said yes,
Sure.
we'll take them, and we'll figure it out as we go. So
And you
we're
have.
still we're still figuring it out as we go on. But I think we're doing pretty well. The community's helped a bunch, so we went up and got them. The count, we were planning on maybe 50, 55.
Yeah.
Ended up being 68. While we were there were other dogs still there, that he's like, if I don't get rid of them by the end of the year, I'm gonna reach back out. The conditions of the dogs aren't great in their housing situation there. So that's how we sort of got all this started, is we just went up and got them.
Yeah, kind of walk us through that housing situation, because on the social media, I noticed you had a bunch of volunteers coming over helping with grooming. And so a lot of these dogs appear to be longer, curly-haired dogs that require grooming on a regular basis. Obviously, that wasn't happening. Looks like they're jammed into crates, really not let out to move around a lot, not able to roam. They're really scared because they're kind of been abandoned and just treated really not as pets or animals, but as just objects. Is that pretty accurate?
Yeah, it is. They're livestock to them.
And so what
makers.
type of conditions were you seeing when you were picking them up or when they were delivered to you?
So there were some outside pens where a lot of the dogs were kenneled together, not really any shelter from the elements or anything like that. He had a barn where he kept some of the puppies and small dogs inside, in little just little areas that he had, and the floor was like It was like a not barbed wire, but it was more like a oh, what would you call it?
Chicken wire?
No. It just it. I don't know really
Like
know what you would
fencing, some type of fencing
some
material, it
kind of
sounds like.
fencing. Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing comfortable to lay on or
sure.
anything like that.
No
Yeah,
beds, no pillows, nothing like that.
no toys, no nothing.
Gotcha. Okay.
No human interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so so when they got there, what are some of the challenges that you're seeing to really get them groomed, get them their medical, get them fed, get them up to speed? What types of things are you seeing from that?
Well, just even try to get the dog to get it to move somewhere. I mean, you're having to try
Hmm.
to chase it down and pick it up and carry it. They don't know how to walk on a leash. They run from you.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's probably the biggest challenge.
Their nails
Um,
are so long that
that
they
they're-
can't walk. It's painful for them to walk because their nails are curled over.
Oh, okay.
some of them are matted so bad they haven't been able to poop.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
they're just they're right now we've got one that's got Lyme disease. We've
Mm,
got one that's pooping blood. Another dog had to have emergency surgery. I mean, these dogs are they're a mess all the way around, emotionally
yeah.
and physically.
Yeah. And so when this whole thing started, you had a building, but it was kind of just a shell, it looks like, and you weren't really ready to take them on. But over the last week or so, you've been making improvements, build outs, preparation. How's that progress coming?
We're about 50% there, but we've actually put the dogs in there overnight to keep them warm. Walls are insulated. The ceiling is going up. The furnace that you guys provided is hung and is working, and that's
Awesome.
keeping them warm at night. The doors are installed. Everything has been great so
Okay.
far.
Great. So, and we also want to give a shout out to our friend Tom from over at Victory Air, who came out, made sure that thing got installed for you guys. What's the temperature like in there these days? What's it feeling like?
Well, we keep it at 60 because we have
Hmm.
some long hairs and
Oh,
some
okay.
some of the ones are shaved, so that
Yeah.
seems to be the perfect temperature for them.
Awesome. Keeping them comfortable. That's great. Um, So right now, moving forward, what are some of the needs that you guys have when we put this out there and we have people watching that want to help, that know that this is linked, especially to the HVACR contractor world? What are some things other than just cash donations for folks who are really close in that area that they might be able to help provide?
Well, we've been great on supplies. Dog food would be great. Um,
Okay.
slip leads. Um, slip leads are not regular leashes. They're able so you can catch the dog and hold on to them and they can't get away from you. And
Gotcha.
then all these dogs are larger, so we need a lot of large harnesses. They're not used to being walked on a leash, so a collar is not really the right thing for these particular kinds of
Mm,
dogs. They've never been touched by a human. They don't know how to interact. They don't know how to walk on a leash. So
yeah.
having the harness kind of helps pull behind their legs and gets
Yeah.
them moving. If not, we gotta push them in the butt like you do cattle to get them to move while somebody pulls from the front.
So it sounds really unfortunate that the almost, I guess you could say, the mindset or the personality of these little guys and girls is almost like wildlife, the way you're describing it.
That's true. They're treated like livestock.
Yeah. Okay. Preparations are being made right now, getting them healthy, getting them groomed, trying to get them acquainted with humans and those types of things. What's your timeline, or what's it look like for people that might want to foster a few of them?
Um, it usually takes about a month to get all the medical done. They have to go through their rounds of shots. They have to be vetted, make sure they don't have any diseases, and they can't go outside with normal dogs or to dog parks. They can't be in public for a while till they have all their shots caught up.
Sure. Okay. And you guys are in the process, it sounds like you're doing that right now. So looking about a month out for fosters, and then what's that timeline that you're thinking they'll be ready then to be adopted after that?
We're not about a month out for fosters. We're about a month
Okay.
out for adoption. We'll
Okay.
be ready for
Gotcha.
fosters within the next week or so,
Week or so. Okay.
or the next couple of days, depending on how soon the vets will let us in.
Okay. And then the adoption piece is just any time after that, once they're ready. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's if you want to adopt and you fall in love with the dog, you got to go through the foster process. It's called fostering to adopt.
Okay.
And that can happen within, as soon as the initial vetting is done and we check up to see how the dogs are. So while they are in foster care, they will have to go to the vet to be spayed or neutered, and then catch up on their second rounds of shots.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
as an adoption, when they leave our care and go to their forever home, they're all caught up on everything that pays for their spay, their neuter, and all their shots.
Perfect. So they are ready to go then. All right. So where can folks find you? We'll put it in the comments, but if you want to let everybody know, website, social media, those types of things that want to get involved.
Pawsformiles.org, or they can find us on Facebook at Paws
Excellent.
for Miles as well.
Anything else that you'd like for folks to know that have been interested in your situation, maybe seen something on the news? And, again, we've got Giving Tuesday coming up. We're going to be out there that day doing a tour and seeing what we can help out with that day. But anything else you'd like to let them know between now and then?
I guess the most important thing is that donating is great and money helps. It's most rescues are one medical dog away from not being a rescue anymore. One of our first medical cases was going to be $17,000, and
Yeah.
they couldn't do the surgery, but that's what we were looking at. So when you look in the news and you see all these rescues that are closing down, or you see dead dogs, like, people are taking the money to pay for their housing and stuff like that, and not necessarily feeding the dogs, or they're just taking the money. You got to find a reputable rescue and do your homework and make sure that everything's right. So that being said, after all these big cases are done and you make the news and everybody finds out about you, and they donate, and then they forget about you. But what we really need is monthly sponsors and
Okay.
grants.
Gotcha.
So
All right.
right now, these girls have been doing this for 7 years and have never taken a paycheck. I know, because I've been right next to her side, that Jennifer does this 50 to 70 hours a week. It's a full-time job with all the
Sure.
coordinating and getting dogs to vets, lining up adoption, meet and greets, fosters, getting materials and supplies back. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort.
Yeah, and it truly is. I mean, it has to be overwhelming, especially the numbers. I mean, you guys are at 68 and counting, and it truly is life or death for these guys and girls, getting them the medical treatment, the food, and the shelter and those types of things. So we really appreciate everything you guys are doing. We're excited to come out next or a week from Tuesday, see everything ourselves, and we're going to do everything we can to help get the word out for all of you, get those donations coming in, get those volunteers coming in for those who are local. And hopefully get some sustainable pledges, like you said, to move things forward. We'll be out there next Tuesday. Appreciate you, Tanya, and Jennifer coming on, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
We appreciate Jennifer and her team joining us today and filling us in on all the events happening with the Paws for Miles organization. So remember, if you like the stuff that we're bringing you, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, click the like button on the video, and also if you can hit the alert button as well, you'll be caught up with all of our content as we bring it to you. That's all for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.